Before we get to the meat and potatoes of today's episode, make sure you stick around to the very end and we will announce the winner of Wicked Jack DVD, the movie from Morgan Wellborn that is extremely limited. You know you want it, you know you want to know if you want it, so stick around and we will tell you the winner after this episode.
In the spotlight, this is the show you won't need to see. In the spotlight, you can pause what you need to complete. In the spotlight, they'll tell if it's good or it's not. In the spotlight, so turn it on and get off the pot.
We are back. It is episode 2 of season 2. We are talking about Squid Games, the final season. My name's John Horton, and
I'm Kyle Pierson, and I'm not going to say much about it, actually. I'll tell you this. I liked it a little bit better, I think, than season 2. Season 3 does have some twists and turns that you do not see coming, which is integral for this show. I don't think I liked the games that were in the first half of this set of games that we saw in season 2 as much as I like the games that are in this half of the season 3, the second half of that layer of games. So I think I enjoyed this one more. The ending, I don't think I'm disappointed nor excited about it. It's just one of those ones that it happens in a way you don't expect. So I'm always pleased by that. I don't like to know what's going on, and I also don't like a complete cop out. In this one, it's very dramatic up to the very end. So that's always a plus. So I think the writing on this show, even though it's dubbed in, and some of the characters' voices I don't always think fit the characters necessarily. You overlook that, and it just is incredibly intricate and well done writing. The acting's phenomenal as always, and it leaves you wanting more, just as season 1 did. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give away anything else.
like take 1 that we tried to do.
Yes, this is take 2. Because there's information floating around that I assume everybody read, and I'm like, you know what? If you didn't read it, I don't want to be the one that ruins it.
Exactly. So my thoughts on the newest season of it, continuation of, it's following along. It picks up right where the last season left off. I like this season better. Excuse me. I like this season better than the last one because it's more games. It's more focused on the actual games. And not because the last one, I'm like, are we ever going to get to the games? There's a lot of buildup.
I had the same problem. That's the same problem I had with Hunger Games. The first 2 is all about the games, and 3 and 4 is not about the games. And I'm like, it's called Hunger Games. I want games. so I thought the same thing. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of, we're going to have a war, and I wanted, more of the games. So I agree.
Exactly. So that's one of the pluses I found with the newest season. You kind of knew, at least for me, I kind of knew who was going to be there at the end, character-wise. In my head, I knew it, but I'm sitting there thinking, is it really? Or is maybe this person going to make it? No, that person's not going to make it. Maybe this guy over here, or maybe that girl over there. Or it still had me. I knew what was going to happen, but I wasn't 100% certain.
Mm-hmm.
And that, for me, really added to it because it added the suspense. There are characters that I personally, there was a couple of them that I would have rather seen get to the end than the ones that did get to the end.
Yeah, yep, I agree.
But it still shook it up with the ending, and then the ending, what follows after the games are over, really opened up things a lot too. Again, not going to go into a lot of details. Going to keep it really vague. I'm not 100% sure I like the direction that it's going. I loved the series. Loved every single season. I thought it was unique enough for me to make it fresh. I don't want to see it become oversaturated. I don't want to see it turn into for lack of a better term, a Marvel universe where,
Mhm.
oh, we're doing this in here and this over here and this over here, and it's going to be just this huge franchise. I don't really want that. I don't want it to lose the freshness of what
Yeah.
we've seen so far.
Well, if we do see further installments, there is something I want to bring up that I'll bring up if and when that happens. Um, I'll bring it up at that time because there's one thing I'm going for everything, and there's one little thing I'm like, well, that's not how I go about this. But that's for another time. So we'll see. You know, if pen goes to paper and actors hit the screen, if we see any more of these things, then we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll leave it on that note, and then we'll have some drama. I just have to remember that I was going to bring this up if we ever get that far. Again, I couldn't remember what happened in the beginning of that movie, and I just saw it 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I got to remember what I said on this episode.
I honestly, I couldn't remember the name of the movie until you brought it up. I love the movie, but I couldn't remember. I'm like, what the fuck is that Cena movie that I just watched? Shit.
Well, there was a Chris Rock movie, I think, called Head of State. So, so when I was typing in, that's what kept popping up, and I'm like, no, that's not the right poster. And I'm like, what's going on? So it's getting, yeah, yeah. There's too many of these movies. There, I mean, and then we got Happy Gilmore 2 is on Netflix tomorrow. I mean, there are so many. Yeah. By the way, we're recording this on July 24th. So, so yeah, there's just so many things popping up on all these channels, and trying to keep up with it
Yep.
is challenging. So I'm trying to limit the number of series that I get into now because I'm like, oh man, I don't want to sit through all of these.
Yeah, no shit.
So
Remember when we were talking about Squid Games last time, and I had brought up that there was that I seen on Tubi something called Octo Games, I think is what it was.
oh yeah.
And I said, stick around, I'll do a review of it.
Hmm.
And I never fucking did a review of it. It sucked. Complete and
So
total ripoff, and it sucked.
Did you end up watching the Squid Game challenge, virtual challenge, or whatever the series, the real life one?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet.
Oh,
I'll have to do that on one. I spend so much time looking for something to watch that I run out of time to watch shit.
watch that. It is. I thought it would just be a really cheesy version,
Right.
and it turned out to be almost as dramatic as the series. Me and my wife were so into this show, and you're really rooting for people. You're like, oh my god, and then it's the same type of thing. Some of the stuff that happens in the show, starts happening this, and you're like, oh my god, there really are people that are
That are that shitty?
yeah, I mean, there's just realistic, other ways that you can compromise situations, and you're like, wow. I mean, you trust me. You flip it on, you'll be glued and want to see how the whole thing ends.
Right.
And what's weird is they're casting for season 3 now, and as far as I know, they've never had a season 2. I tried for it, never even got a response. So I don't know if I missed it or if they just haven't aired that. Maybe like Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. 3 is just starting. I think they're wrapping up 4 filming, and then 5 is going to be the last season, and that's condensed to 6 episodes. So there's a season behind of where they're supposed to be.
I just started watching season, 4, 3?
3, yeah,
The
3.
newest, 3. I just started
Yeah.
watching that. I'm only on like episode 2.
Yeah. I think that's all they're up to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's only been 2 episodes. The wedding.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you're right where you need to be. But yeah, they're shooting season 4. I think they're wrapping up season 4 right now.
Oh, okay.
So it shouldn't be too long before that one hits, and then yeah, there's only going to be 6 episodes of season 5, and then that's the end of that series.
Okay. Do you like that series?
Yeah. My favorite season of Strange New Worlds was actually Discovery season 2. When I thought that when Pike was captain there, that was my favorite season of that, and I really thought, it really all gelled for me. When
Yeah.
the series started, its own spinoff, I thought the first season was a little hit or miss. The second season I didn't like at all. I was almost giving up. I didn't like they did some Shakespearean thing, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then they did the song version, the musical, and
Right.
everywhere I'm reading, everybody loved it. And when I was watching this, I'm like, what the hell is this? And
Yeah.
and I give Star Trek, that's the beauty of Star Trek. It can go anywhere. They can boldly go where no one has gone before.
There
So
you
I
go.
like the fact that they can do that, and I like the fact that they do take chances like that because when they hit, it's fire. I mean, Star Trek 4 was probably one of the biggest risks in motion picture history. We're going to shoot a space series on planet Earth in real time. We're not going to have space battles. We're not going to have, you know, there's not going to be, they're just going to walk around town most of the time, talking about whales and eyeglasses, and it turned out to be, most people consider that their favorite Star Trek film, and it was the riskiest one because it's nothing like the rest of them. So if
Right.
you don't take those chances, you don't get those, diamonds in the rough. But I thought the musical episode, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in the mood to sing a lot. I didn't like it at all.
Didn't they do an
Um,
animated one?
oh yeah, that one too. Then they had the crossover with the animated one. And I'm like, and it just felt like, okay, Star Trek has run out of ideas. That's why they started canceling them. That's why we haven't seen the movies. We're down to one show. This just isn't working. And and there was some jokes in it that I liked. And again, if I'm actually still watching it, that's still a good sign because I haven't given up.
Right.
I who you probably think is probably the biggest Star Wars fan you've ever known.
Yeah.
Some of these Star Wars series that have been on, I have not been able to finish watching them.
Wow.
I just can't anymore. It's just they're not for me. It's like it's a whole different realm. And like I still love, my core Star Wars, but all these offshoots just aren't doing it for me.
Yeah.
And I give them all a shot. I try, and I'm like, okay, well, this is aimed at somebody else. I like the fact that the Star Wars family keeps getting bigger. We're just on different branches of this tree. So, but yeah, but this season I think it's coming back. I really like the season premiere. I
Yeah.
really like the season premiere. That was phenomenal. The wedding one, I was kind of like, once again, we're branching off, and it was one of those right off the bat. I knew what was going on. I was like,
Right.
I'm like, okay, I know what we're, where we're gonna end up. And then for a second, I'm like, oh, I was wrong. Oh, nope, nope, I was right. So, um, so yeah, I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag. I enjoyed it enough to keep on watching, and yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's still
I've enjoyed it. I mean, they did some wacky shit like the singing one and the animated one, but I've really enjoyed it. I've liked this is probably my favorite series almost, or my
really,
second or third favorite series out of all the Star Treks.
really?
I love the crew. I think I like the guy that plays Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Pike, I like him a lot. I like the engineer, or not the engineer, the navigator, who's all
Mm-hmm.
got that sarcastic wit about her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Carol Kane, I enjoy her. They just
Yeah.
added Scotty to this season.
Mm-hmm.
I love the line loved it in this wedding one. I haven't finished it yet, but when Captain Pike and his woman are talking, and she's like, "What are we gonna do when you move in with me? Where are you gonna put all your hair products?"
Yeah. That was one. That I laughed at, and I think my absolute favorite. Okay, again, the spoiler alert. Watch the show. Stop right now if you haven't seen it, because this is a really funny joke. Okay, my favorite joke was when Scotty just ain't getting it done in time. and he can't do it, and then she runs in like, oh my God, we need it right now. And he go boom, boom, flip, flip, flip. And all of a sudden it's working. And that I was just like, okay, and that's kind of when the episode turned around for me. I'm like, all right, this is Star Trek. This is what I like. And I love the cast. I think this cast, I like the Discovery cast too. Or just certain elements of it seem like with every season being completely different.
Yeah.
Some seasons I didn't care as much, and other seasons I was like, okay, this was really good. And I really, again, season 2, I think, of Discovery is my favorite Star Trek season of any series of any kind. And that was when Pike was the one running the show, I think. I think that was the season. And I love Pike. I love this whole cast. And yeah, I think it's got potential. It's just every once in a while they kind of flutter off a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I watched the whole thing just to see, but doesn't always hit me the way I want to be hit.
And
But
sometimes
if you're gonna smack me, you gotta smack me in just the right way.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Well, holy hell, you stuck around till the end. Or did you cheat and just jump ahead? Did you bypass the whole damn video to get to the prize announcement? All right, well, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. There's no way for me to prove it. But we're going to go ahead and give away a copy of Wicked Jack from director Morgan Wellborn. And the winner of that is going to be Gore Horror Productions. Now, we said we were going to do a random drawing, but since only one person commented here, that being Gore Horror Productions, I guess that we don't have to do a random drawing because they'd be the only one in it. And there couldn't be anyone else. So Gore Horror Productions, you are welcome. Thank you so much for partaking in this little contest, this little giveaway we were doing there. DM us on our Facebook page in the spotlight with your address, and we can go ahead and get that shipped out to you ASAP for your viewing pleasure. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope you watch more because there are going to be more giveaways in the future. You just got to sit down and watch it. Tell your friends to sit down and watch it. Share it. Like it. Subscribe to it. All that fun nonsense. The kitty would love it. And so would we. See you in the spotlight.